The shocking mistakes everyone makes when eating sardines. Sardines stand out as a nutritional powerhouse within the seafood world, notably for their remarkably low mercury content. This characteristic positions them as an exceptionally safe and health-conscious dietary choice, one that can be incorporated into our meals with regularity. These diminutive fish are exceptionally dense with beneficial compounds that profoundly support cardiovascular health, cognitive function, and skeletal integrity. They are a rich source of high-quality protein, essential omega-3 fatty acids, vital calcium, and a spectrum of critical vitamins that are indispensable for proper bodily functioning. However, a significant issue arises because the majority of individuals inadvertently commit several substantial errors in their handling and consumption of sardines. These missteps not only diminish the inherent health advantages these fish offer, but also detract from their flavor profile and, in some instances, can even pose risks to one's well-being. Consider this: when you select sardines from the supermarket shelves, are you confident you are making the most discerning choice? Do you adhere to proper storage protocols for any leftovers, or do you inadvertently allow them to spoil? Have you ever been tempted to rinse sardines underwater with the misguided notion that it enhances their healthfulness? And perhaps the most critical question of all, are you discarding the very component of the sardine that harbors the highest concentration of nutrients? The stark reality is that sardines are frequently underestimated and overlooked, not due to any deficiency in their intrinsic qualities when canned, but rather because of how people subsequently manage them. From minor storage oversights to significant culinary miscalculations, these small fish often lose their beneficial properties before they even have the opportunity to positively impact your body. In the subsequent discussion, we will meticulously examine the common pitfalls that people encounter when preparing and consuming sardines. While some of these errors might appear minor at first glance, a thorough understanding of their underlying reasons will illuminate just how significant their consequences can be. By the conclusion of this exploration, you will possess the knowledge to fully appreciate and enjoy sardines in the manner they were intended, maximizing their nutritional and gustatory potential. Before we delve into the specifics, we would like to humbly request a small favor. If you find this information valuable, please consider tapping the like button and subscribing to our channel to become a part of our growing community dedicated to mindful and healthy eating. Furthermore, if you are interested in more content of this nature, kindly type yes in the comment section below so we can gauge your engagement and continue to provide relevant material. Now let us embark on this journey of sardine enlightenment. Mistake 10. Throwing out the bones. One of the most prevalent and unfortunate errors people make with sardines is the misguided practice of removing the small edible bones before consumption. On the surface, this action might seem logical, drawing parallels to the bones found in larger fish, which are often sharp, unpleasant to ingest, and can even present a safety hazard. However, sardines present a distinct exception to this rule. Their bones are not only completely safe to eat, but are also remarkably soft and easily chewable. The canning process itself plays a crucial role in rendering these bones entirely palatable. The intense pressure and heat used during canning effectively cook them to a tenderness that renders them virtually unnoticeable to most diners. The truly significant aspect, however, lies in the nutritional bounty contained within these seemingly insignificant bones. They represent an exceptional natural reservoir of calcium, arguably one of the most bioavailable sources available in the seafood spectrum. A single serving of sardines consumed with their bones intact can supply over a third of your daily calcium requirements, a mineral that is absolutely essential for maintaining robust bone density, ensuring healthy teeth, and facilitating proper muscle function. Furthermore, these bones are a source of vitamin D, which is instrumental in optimizing your body's capacity to absorb calcium. The synergistic relationship between calcium and vitamin D is unparalleled in its effectiveness for safeguarding bone health, particularly as individuals advance in age and are at a greater risk of developing conditions like osteoporosis. By discarding the bones, you are not merely undertaking an unnecessary step in preparation. You are actively throwing away vital nutrients that your body desperately needs. Moreover, the texture and taste of the bones are so well integrated that they are indistinguishable from the flesh of the fish itself. Many seasoned sardine enthusiasts report being unable to discern the boundary between the meat and the bones, highlighting their seamless integration. While certain manufacturers do offer deboned sardines, these products typically come at a higher price point and often appear fragmented and less appealing due to the mechanical process of bone removal, which can damage the integrity of the fish. Consequently, you end up paying more for reduced nutritional value and a less aesthetically pleasing product. The solution is elegantly simple. Embrace the bones. They are safe, incredibly nutritious, and virtually imperceptible once you begin eating. Consider them a hidden bonus, an intrinsic feature that elevates sardines to the ranks of the most nutrient-dense foods readily available. Mistake 9, choosing water-packed instead of oil-packed. A significant oversight occurs even before the sardines reach your plate, beginning in the grocery store aisle. The decision between sardines packed in water versus those preserved in oil can profoundly impact both the flavor and nutritional outcome. At first glance, the notion of water-packed might instinctively suggest a healthier, lighter option, perhaps with fewer calories and a more subdued taste. However, the reality is far more nuanced. Opting for water-packed sardines means foregoing both enhanced flavor and a more complete nutritional profile. Sardines are inherently rich in beneficial fats, most notably the omega-3 fatty acids. These are the very same compounds lauded for their anti-inflammatory properties, their protective effects on the heart, and their ability to maintain the fish's natural moisture. The oil also aids your body's absorption of these valuable omega-3s. In stark contrast, water does little to benefit the sardines. Sardines preserved in water tend to lose their flavor over time, becoming bland, dry, and sometimes even developing an unpleasant metallic undertone. This degradation occurs because water is ineffective at preventing the delicate natural oils within the fish from oxidizing. As oxidation progresses, both the taste and the nutritional potency of the omega-3s begin to wane. Oil, on the other hand, acts as a protective barrier, preserving the sardines' freshness and flavor for a considerably longer duration. In fact, many connoisseurs of fine food suggest that sardines immersed in olive oil actually improve in flavor with extended storage. While it is true that sardines packed in oil possess a higher calorie count, these are predominantly healthy fats that are beneficial for your body. This seemingly minor choice in packaging makes a substantial difference in the overall quality and health impact of the sardines. If your objective is to enjoy sardines that offer both exceptional taste and maximum nutritional benefit, it is advisable to bypass the water-packed options and opt for those preserved in high-quality oil. Mistake 8, letting opened cans sit too long. Here lies a common oversight that virtually everyone experiences at some point, leaving an opened can of sardines at room temperature for an extended period. While unopened cans boast an impressive shelf life, often lasting for many years, the moment the lid is pried open, a countdown begins. Exposure to air initiates a process of deterioration. The precious healthy oils contained within the sardines begin to oxidize, which not only alters their taste, but also degrades the valuable omega-3 fatty acids, precisely the reason many individuals choose to consume sardines in the first place. Consequently, the longer they remain exposed, the less nutritious they become and the less appealing their flavor. The precise duration of their edibility is contingent upon the packing liquid. Sardines preserved in water tend to degrade most rapidly, typically becoming unsuitable for consumption within 24 hours. Those submerged in oil can maintain their quality for approximately 2 to 3 days when stored in the refrigerator. If packed in a tomato sauce or similar preserving liquid, you might be able to extend this time frame to around 4 days. However, a critical threshold that must not be disregarded is 1 week. Irrespective of the packing medium, any sardines left open for this duration are considered spoiled and unsafe to eat. Another frequent error involves leaving the sardines within the original opened can. Once exposed to air, the metal of the can can react with atmospheric oxygen, accelerating the spoilage process and imparting an unappetizing metallic flavor. For this reason, food safety experts strongly recommend transferring any leftover sardines into a clean, airtight glass or plastic container immediately after opening. This practice effectively seals out air, slows the rate of nutrient loss, and helps to preserve their original flavor. For those seeking to further extend the lifespan of their sardines, freezing is an option. However, it is important to note that freezing can alter the texture, often resulting in a softer consistency. The most prudent approach is to open only the quantity you anticipate consuming within a few days, and to invariably transfer any remaining sardines to an appropriate airtight container. Cultivating this simple habit ensures that your sardines remain safe, fresh, and replete with their beneficial nutrients. Mistake 7. Ignoring expiration dates and storage rules. A widespread assumption is that canned food possesses an indefinite shelf life, a notion that is unfortunately inaccurate. While sardines, when properly sealed and stored, can indeed remain viable for years, their quality and safety are significantly compromised by exposure to heat, direct sunlight, and excessive moisture. If you habitually store cans in a sun-drenched kitchen, near a heat-generating stove, or in a damp pantry, you are inadvertently hastening the degradation of both the packaging and the contents within. Over time, the natural oils present in the fish undergo oxidation, leading to the development of sour flavors and a decline in nutrient levels. An even more serious consequence of improper storage is the potential for bacterial growth within a compromised can, rendering the sardines unsafe for consumption. Furthermore, a lesser-known fact is that not all canned sardines exhibit the same longevity. Those preserved in acidic mediums, like tomato sauce, tend to break down more rapidly than their counterparts packed in oil. This necessitates a strategy of rotation. Prioritize consuming the varieties in acidic liquids first, and reserve the oil-packed tins for longer-term storage. It is also imperative to conduct a thorough visual inspection of the can prior to opening. Any signs of bulging, rust, significant dents along the seams, or leakage are clear indicators of compromised integrity and should prompt immediate disposal. Consider sardines to be one of the most affordable and accessible superfoods available. It is counterproductive to waste them, and more importantly, to jeopardize your health due to inadequate storage practices. With a modicum of care and attention, you can ensure that every can of sardines you purchase remains fresh, safe, and delivers the full spectrum of nutritional benefits it promises. Mistake 6. Only eating them straight from the can. One of the most appealing aspects of sardines is their inherent convenience. The simple act of opening a tin provides an immediate ready-to-eat meal. However, therein lies a potential drawback. If your consumption of sardines is exclusively limited to eating them directly from the can without any preparation, you are likely missing out on a vast spectrum of flavors and culinary possibilities. This restrictive approach can unfortunately lead to a quick loss of interest and a feeling of monotony. In reality, sardines possess a far greater versatility than many people assume. It is beneficial to view them not merely as a finished snack, but as a foundational ingredient for a multitude of dishes. For instance, mashing them with a small amount of yogurt, creamy avocado, or a drizzle of olive oil can transform them into a protein-rich spread perfect for toast or crackers. When served on toast, consider elevating them with toppings such as capers, thinly sliced red onions, or ripe tomato slices, creating a Mediterranean-inspired bite that feels sophisticated yet requires minimal effort. Their culinary prowess extends to hot meals as well. Stirring them into pasta sauce during the final moments of cooking adds a rich depth of flavor and a boost of omega-3s. Incorporating them into a stir-fry just before serving ensures they retain their structure while significantly enhancing the protein content of the dish. Even the humble pizza can be transformed by the addition of sardines. Their distinctive salty and savory profile pairs exceptionally well with ingredients like briny olives, sweet bell peppers, and fragrant fresh herbs. For a nutrient-dense breakfast, consider folding mashed sardines into scrambled eggs or omelets to kickstart your day with a powerful nutritional punch. The advantages extend beyond mere taste enhancement. They also contribute to improved nutrient absorption. Combining sardines with vegetables, whole grains, or healthy fats facilitates your body's ability to efficiently utilize the nutrients they provide. For example, consuming sardines alongside foods rich in vitamin C, such as tomatoes or bell peppers, significantly aids in the absorption of iron. Therefore, while enjoying sardines directly from the can occasionally is perfectly acceptable, it is highly recommended not to confine your culinary adventures to this single method. With a touch of creativity and a willingness to experiment, sardines can become a secret weapon in your kitchen, imbuing a myriad of dishes with exciting flavors and enhanced nutritional value. Mistake 5. Thinking all sardines taste the same. A common misconception surrounding sardines is the belief that they are all fundamentally identical. Many individuals operate under the assumption that opening one can will yield a taste experience indistinguishable from any other. This notion, however, is a significant departure from the truth. Much like fine wines, premium coffees, or artisanal cheeses, sardines exhibit remarkable variation in their flavor profiles, textures, and overall quality. These differences are influenced by a confluence of factors, including their geographical origin, the specific method of preservation and packing, and even the season in which they were harvested. To illustrate, consider the impact of their oceanic habitat. Sardines sourced from the Atlantic Ocean can present a taste profile quite distinct from those originating from the Mediterranean or Pacific regions. The temperature of the water, the fish's dietary habits, and the overall environmental conditions all contribute to these subtle yet discernible variations. For instance, sardines found in colder waters, such as those from Norway, often possess a firmer texture and a cleaner, more refined flavor. Conversely, sardines from warmer climates may exhibit a softer consistency and a richer, more pronounced taste. The time of year plays a role as well. Fish caught in the spring might offer a lighter flavor, while those harvested later in the year tend to be fattier and possess a more robust taste. Furthermore, the packing liquid exerts a dramatic influence on the final flavor. Whether preserved in olive oil, tomato sauce, mustard, or plain water, each medium imparts its unique characteristics. For example, Spanish and Portuguese sardines, particularly those packed in high-quality olive oil, are renowned for developing deep, complex flavors over time. Some producers even subject their sardines to a smoking process, bestowing upon them a savory richness, while others opt for spiced oils or sauces to add an extra layer of complexity. Therefore, if your initial encounter with sardines was less than satisfactory, it is not a reason to abandon them entirely. It is entirely possible that you simply sampled a particular variety that did not align with your preferences. By actively exploring different brands, investigating their origins, and experimenting with various packing styles, you can profoundly transform your perception and appreciation of sardines. They are by no means a monolithic food item. Embarking on this journey of discovery will unveil a vast and delectable world of flavors waiting within those unassuming little tins. Mistake 4. Pairing sardines with the wrong flavors. Sardines, with their rich oils and robust savory essence, are undeniably potent ingredients. This inherent boldness, however, necessitates careful consideration when selecting complementary flavors to ensure a harmonious and enjoyable culinary experience. One of the most frequent errors involves combining sardines with flavors that clash rather than complement, thereby undermining their inherent appeal. The fundamental principle to embrace when pairing sardines is the concept of contrast. Their natural richness is significantly enhanced when juxtaposed with ingredients that are bright, fresh, or possess a discernible tang. These contrasting elements act to cut through the oiliness, creating a more balanced and dynamic flavor profile. Consider the efficacy of lemon juice, vinegar, capers, ripe tomatoes, or pickled vegetables. These sharp, acidic components do not merely mask the sardine's taste. Rather, they accentuate its natural savory notes, resulting in a more complex and engaging dish. Fresh herbs such as parsley, dill, or cilantro also play a crucial role, introducing a clean, refreshing counterpoint that lightens the overall composition. Conversely, certain pairings should be approached with caution. Heavy, creamy sauces or overtly buttery preparations, when combined with the inherent oiliness of sardines, can result in an overwhelming richness that can fatigue the palate. Similarly, sweet glazes or fruit-based accompaniments often contend with the sardine's natural saltiness, creating an unpleasant dissonance. To illustrate with a practical example, sardines served on toast with a simple dressing of lemon and fresh herbs offer a light and satisfying experience. However, the same sardines smothered in a rich cheese sauce can become overwhelmingly heavy, rendering them difficult to fully appreciate. While experimentation is certainly encouraged, the guiding principle should always be balance. By thoughtfully selecting the right flavor companions, sardines can transcend their humble origins in a can and be elevated to the status of a gourmet ingredient, exuding freshness, vibrancy, and an unforgettable taste. Mistake 3: rinsing away taste and nutrition. This particular practice might come as a surprise to many, but one of the most detrimental actions one can take with sardines is rinsing them under running water prior to consumption. The motivation behind this habit is often a misguided attempt to reduce the perceived saltiness, fat content, or an aversion to any fishy aroma. However, the unintended consequence of this action is the simultaneous washing away of both flavor and invaluable nutrients. When sardines are canned, the oil, sauce, or brine they are packed in serves a critical purpose beyond mere preservation. A dynamic flavor exchange occurs over time, where the fish imparts some of its natural juices into the liquid, and conversely, the liquid's essence infuses into the fish. Crucially, essential nutrients, including omega-3 fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins, gradually migrate into this preserving liquid. By rinsing the sardines, you effectively discard these vital nutrients along with the nuanced flavor profile that has developed over months of storage. For sardines packed in oil, rinsing introduces an additional complication. The immiscible nature of oil and water means that the fish can become slippery, prone to breaking apart, and generally less appealing in texture. The same applies to sardines preserved in tomato or mustard sauces. Rinsing strips away the tangy and rich notes that are intended to balance the natural flavor of the fish. Regarding the salt content, while sardines can indeed be salty, rinsing is an ineffective solution. The salt is absorbed into the flesh of the fish during the canning process, rather than merely sitting on the surface. A more effective approach is to opt for low-sodium varieties of sardines or to consciously reduce the salt content in other components of your meal. This way, you preserve both the intended flavor and the nutritional integrity of the sardines. Consider this analogy. Rinsing sardines is akin to undoing months of meticulous flavor and nutrient development in mere seconds. Instead of washing it all away, embrace the oil, brine, or sauce. They are integral to what makes sardines such a remarkable food. Mistake 2: avoiding sardines. Because of fishiness, one of the most significant deterrents for many individuals contemplating the consumption of sardines is the pervasive notion that they possess an overpowering, fishy taste. However, it is important to recognize that sardines are, by their very nature, fish, and therefore, a subtle essence of the sea is to be expected. The true issue rarely lies with the sardines themselves, but rather with how they have been stored, prepared, or the accompaniments with which they are paired. High-quality sardines should exude a clean, savory, and slightly briny character. reminiscent of a fresh ocean breeze. If your experience with sardines has been characterized by an excessively strong or unpleasant flavor, it is highly probable that they were not stored optimally, have surpassed their peak freshness, or are being presented with ingredients that do not harmonize with their taste. The key to enjoying sardines is not to mask their inherent flavor, but to enhance and brighten it. The judicious use of acidic ingredients, such as freshly squeezed lemon juice, a splash of vinegar, or a dollop of tomato sauce, can effectively cut through any perceived heaviness and imbue the flavor with a lively vibrancy. Similarly, fresh herbs like parsley, cilantro, or dill contribute a refreshing note that balances the natural richness of the fish. The quality of the sardines themselves plays a crucial role. Those packed in premium olive oil or a well-prepared tomato sauce often present a cleaner and less overpowering taste compared to inferior, poorly processed alternatives. Moreover, it is worth noting that our taste buds are remarkably adaptable. If you do not regularly consume fish, sardines might initially seem strong. However, with consistent exposure, you will begin to appreciate their subtle sweetness and the nuanced depth of their flavor. Instead of dismissing sardines as inherently too fishy, embark on an exploration of different pairings and preparations. Incorporate them into a vibrant salad, adorn them with a generous squeeze of citrus, or serve them alongside crisp, refreshing vegetables. You may be pleasantly surprised to discover how quickly that perceived fishiness transforms into a flavor profile you genuinely look forward to. Mistake 1: throwing away the precious oil. By far the most financially detrimental mistake individuals make when consuming sardines is the practice of draining away the oil and discarding it down the sink. This golden liquid is not mere waste, it is a treasure trove of some of the most desirable flavors and potent nutrients. Here's why. When sardines are preserved in oil, a gradual and beneficial exchange occurs. The fish naturally release some of their intrinsic juices into the surrounding oil, while simultaneously, the oil is absorbed back into the flesh of the fish. Over the extended period of storage, this oil becomes profoundly enriched with omega-3 fatty acids, essential fats, fat-soluble vitamins such as D and E, and a deep savory flavor profile. In essence, it transforms into liquid nutrition. Discarding this oil not only means losing valuable calories, but also means forfeiting a significant quantity of nutrients that are instrumental in protecting your heart, brain, and immune system. From a culinary perspective, you are also discarding a free and potent flavor enhancer that professional chefs would covet. So what can you do with this liquid gold? The possibilities are abundant. Drizzle the oil over salads as a healthy and flavorful alternative to bottled dressings. Utilize it as a base for sautéing onions and garlic before incorporating them into pasta or rice dishes. Stir it into soups or stews to enrich the broth and add a depth of flavor. You can even use it as a dipping sauce for fresh bread, perhaps enhanced with a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of herbs for a quick and satisfying snack. An added bonus is that the flavor of the oil actually intensifies slightly after the can has been opened. When stored properly in the refrigerator for a few days, it can contribute even greater complexity to your culinary creations. Sardine oil is simply too valuable to waste. It deserves to be treated with the respect it commands as a secret ingredient that can elevate your meals. Who should be careful with sardines? While sardines are undeniably one of the most nutritious foods available, it is prudent to acknowledge that, like any potent dietary component, they may not be universally suitable for everyone in unlimited quantities. Certain individuals and groups should exercise a greater degree of caution regarding their frequency of consumption. People with high blood pressure or salt sensitivity, a significant proportion of canned sardines are preserved in brine, oil, or sauces that contain a considerable amount of sodium. Excessive sodium intake can contribute to elevated blood pressure. Therefore, individuals in this category are strongly advised to opt for low-sodium sardine varieties, those with gout or high uric acid levels. Sardines are naturally rich in purines, which are compounds that the body metabolizes into uric acid. For individuals who are particularly sensitive to purines, this can trigger uncomfortable gout flare-ups. Moderation is the key principle for this group. Anyone prone to kidney stones, especially uric acid stones. The elevated purine content in sardines may, in some susceptible individuals, increase the risk of developing kidney stones, particularly those composed of uric acid. It is advisable to consult with a healthcare professional before incorporating sardines into your diet on a regular basis if you have a history of kidney stones. Pregnant women. The excellent news regarding sardines for expectant mothers is their remarkably low mercury content, a significant advantage compared to larger predatory fish like tuna or swordfish. However, given that sardines are often canned in oil or brine, it is wise for pregnant women to monitor their sodium and calorie intake, especially if they consume them frequently. For the vast majority of healthy individuals, sardines represent a fantastic and beneficial food that can be enjoyed regularly as part of a balanced diet. However, if you fall into any of the aforementioned categories, exercising moderation and making informed choices is the safest and most beneficial path forward. To conclude, sardines stand as one of the most undervalued superfoods available, but their true potential can only be unlocked if they are treated with the appropriate care and understanding. From the initial selection of the right can at the store to meticulous storage, thoughtful pairing, and proper preparation, seemingly minor mistakes can dictate the difference between a bland, wasted meal and a powerful, revitalizing boost of nutrition. Do not allow simple oversights to prevent you from experiencing the full array of benefits that sardines have to offer. Laden with protein, omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and a wealth of vitamins, they actively support the health of your heart, brain, and bones, all while remaining one of the most budget-friendly food options available. Now armed with this knowledge, you are empowered to unlock their complete potential and deftly navigate the common pitfalls that so often trip up most consumers. If you found this video to be informative and helpful, please do not hesitate to click that like button and subscribe to our channel. This will ensure you do not miss out on any future insights and tips for making smart, healthy, dietary choices. We are genuinely curious to hear about your sardine habits. Do you consume sardines often? Do you have a particular favorite method of preparation? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. We are eager to learn from your perspectives. Thank you immensely for watching and for being an integral part of our growing community. Should you wish to continue your learning journey, we have 2 more videos prepared that we believe you will find highly beneficial. Simply click on one of the suggested videos and we will meet you there. If you found this video to be valuable, remember that hitting the like button truly makes a difference and significantly supports the channel's growth. Furthermore, do not forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so that you are always promptly informed about new video releases. We greatly value your input and would love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below to let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.